Hi, I'm Ian Davidson. Welcome to Long Range Pursuit. This week, we went antelope hunting in Wyoming. Me and my sister had tags, but before we went, we had ourselves a little shootout competition to see who went first, and I won. For the hunt this year, my dad built a sweet 6XC rifle. I've been practicing a lot at 700 yards, and I'm ready to go hunt.
Safety protocols. Keep the barrel pointed. Harley must still be mad she didn't win the shooting contest. I think so. You coming, sweetie? Watch your pants. Hey, we're hunting antelope today. Ian and Harley have tags. We scouted this little basin a couple weeks ago and had just bucks and bunches of bucks all over the place. We checked a couple spots on the way up here. It was pretty dry, so we were hoping we seen some. We've got about 5 antelope just over this little knob. Mike says they're a little far, maybe 1,000. We need to close about, what, 700, 800 yards with this kind of wind. The kids were shooting some real nice tight groups today. We had a shoot off to see who got to shoot first. Harley's still pouting because she didn't win, but they both shot real good groups. So we're just gonna poke over the ridge, see how far they are. Maybe we have to stalk a little closer, but we're gonna get on some antelope. See the black thing down below us, those tires? Yep. Just up to the right of that, on that little peninsula of sagebrush coming out. We're gonna move 50 yards closer, see if we can close the gap just late. Nice. Right there. Yeah, get up right over here. Just on top of that sagebrush there, buddy. Alright. That's 510, Mike. Black tire? Oh yeah. Hold up, Ian. They're gonna come out. They're gonna come out right up here close.
Yeah.
That buck, little buck, just walk in front of him.
All right, I got him.
That doe's right in front of him right now. They're 500 yards.
Gunwerks uses NIC Industries Cerakote finish on its rifles to increase corrosion resistance, reduce reflectivity, enhance lubricity, and prevent wear. Cerakote is a 2-part thermal cure ceramic finish. Ideal thickness is 1 mil or 1/1000th of an inch. Gunwerks coats the barrel, action, and bottom metal. Proper surface preparation is required to ensure adhesion to the substrate. The action and barrel are cleaned to remove any oil residue left from the machining process. After the bore is plugged, the surface is blasted with 120 grit aluminum oxide at 80 psi until an even blast pattern is obtained. Blasting continues until there are no shiny spots left on the barrel and action. The parts are then transferred to the painting room and racked to allow final surface preparation and access to all the surfaces of the part with the HVLP coating equipment. Compressed air is used to blow off the residual aluminum oxide from the small recesses in the parts. Sand or other media left behind will cause surface defects. The parts are thoroughly degreased using acetone. Any residual oil, even a fingerprint, will degrade the coating performance. Cerakote H-Series uses 2 components mixed in a precise ratio. Once the components are combined, the material must be used as the pot life is only 2 hours. The most difficult part of the action is coated first, followed by the easier external areas. It is important to carry a wet edge when applying Cerakote. If not enough material is transferred to the part, it flashes out and causes a rough finish. If too much material is transferred, a run may develop. After a brief drying period, the parts are transferred to the curing oven. The parts are cured at 250 degrees for 2 hours. After curing is completed, the parts are allowed to cool. Once the parts are cool enough to handle, they are ready for inspection and assembly.
Tell you how many
gonna hold 2 minutes. Ian, 2 minutes this time.
Okay, ready? He's gonna stop.
Is it left to right or right to left?
Right to left.
See the buck, the good one?
Hey, we're gonna have to move over, I think. Can you still see him?
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna stop right here, Ian. 2 minutes.
Hey, that's 450. They're gonna come out in that cut. Iron scoop right over here. You're gonna need to move over just a little bit this way. They're gonna be 450.
Get up here on this rock. Okay, we're gonna pop up. We're gonna pop up. Right this way.
You on him, Ian?
1 minute. Okay, probably 2 minutes, Ian.
All right.
2 minutes. Yep. Right, you see?
That's him right there.
You on that one, Ian?
Yeah.
Which one are you on?
Broadside right there.
Okay.
Wait for that doe to clear.
You ready?
Yeah.
What's the range, Aaron?
You're right at 385, 390.
Hold 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Pretty excited?
Yep.
Yeah. Come on.
Right there. Yep. Oh, there we go.
Nice
Right in the
shot.
lungs.
Nice shot. Got it. There you go. He's in the back there, Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop right now. Stop right now.
Good shot. Yeah.
Right through the lungs, buddy.
Yeah, nice lung shot, man.
Holy cow, I think my feet are numb from all that.
Golly,
buddy.
good shot.
Crap, that took forever.
You got cactus? Hey, you gotta watch that stuff, man. That'll get you in trouble.
Way to wait him out, bud.
Good job.
That's hard
Good
when
job.
they're in a group like that. Good job.
Bud, get
Good
tired
shot.
from waiting?
2 minutes put him right in the lungs there.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
Yeah.
So we were running about a 12-mile-an-hour wind. So the turret told you to hold just right in that 2-minute mark. Good job. So 390, give me 5. Good deal.
Nice go, bud. Just like,
Did you get pretty excited?
Yep.
yeah. Come on.
There's a lot of steps involved in reloading a cartridge. We've already covered how to set up your dies, how to determine your overall length, and how to determine the max powder charge for your cartridge. What we're going to do is step you through the basic processes and steps that's required to properly charge a case. We've got our dies adjusted. I've got my sizing die in place. The first thing I'm going to do is grab a piece of new brass or once fired brass. You need to properly lube the case. So I'm going to use a little sizing die wax, and then I'm going to brush the inside of the neck. If you want to put a little lube on there, that's another step that a lot of guys like to do. To size it, we just run it through the sizing die. I'm also going to use my press to charge my primer. We have some a la carte priming tools. This one's pretty simple for instruction. Place my primer in there, seat my primer. I'll just make sure that it fits flush. Now this case is sized and primed, and we're ready to charge with powder. So adjust that. Got a little funnel here. We're going to use an RCBS dispenser. We're going to run 58 grains. We'll just dispense that. It's pretty fast actually. We use about 5 of these to do our mass production loading. And it does the trickle for you and everything. Generally you set up a press, you get a little system going. That device will keep up with the hand loader. So 58 grains. Drop it in there. Okay, I've got my powder set. Now I've got a sized and primed case that has the proper powder charge. The next step is seating a bullet. I've already determined what the seating depth is, and I've adjusted my die accordingly. I've got a 6.5 284 here, and we're doing 140 grain VLD. Last step is to double check that length. This one is in spec. Usually I like to set up my adjustments, measure a few, and then once we're rolling, I'll measure about 1 out of every 10. I've got one done, a couple thousand more to go. I'm Aaron Davidson, and now you can load a cartridge yourself. Is your knife sharpened up?
Yep.
You remember how to do it? You have to drag him up to the car?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, that's a good looking goat right there.
Put your gun down.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Nice
That's a
heavy
nice
goat. Let's check that guy out. Look at those hooks.
Yeah, that's a nice goat, Ian.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful. He's heavy.
He is heavy. Way heavier than those
Way
other
nice,
ones.
bud.
Sweet.
Nice.
What do you think?
Sweet, bud.
Thanks, Dad.
What do you think? Think Harley will get one that good?
No?
Shut up.
There's no way.
It's a nice buck, Dad. Thanks for bringing me.
Hey, you bet, bud. It's a lot of fun. It was a good buck, too. Harley's gonna have a hard time beating that one. Hey, we're hunting antelope here in Wyoming. I've got my son Ian and my daughter Harley and my brother Mike, who are doing a family hunt for antelope. It's a fun hunt. You don't have to hike a lot. It's not quite like sheep hunting, is it? We spent some miles up in the mountains the last couple of weeks, so it's a pretty laid-back hunt. A lot of glassing. We've got a bunch up here on the hillside that we're looking at, and we've got a bunch across the creek here. Now, these have to come across the creek to be in our area, so we're just going to hang tight here and see what they're going to do. Those are huntable. We need to check them out and see if there's a good buck in there, but Harley says we got to find a big one, so we're going to have to work hard for the rest of the day. Now, Ian did win the shoot-off this morning.
Which is why I'm gonna get the bigger buck.
Okay, that'll make up for it.
No, I have to shoot farther too.
Hey, we'll get to work glassing, find a couple more bands for us, and I'll check out these over on the hillside. There's two metrics that we can use to judge how effective a rifle system is. One's accuracy. We're familiar with that. Shoot a group size, measure how big it is. A second metric that I like to use to judge a rifle's effectiveness is called shootability. That's a little bit more intangible than accuracy. It's not as easy to measure or compare different rifles. It encompasses things like the overall ergonomics of a rifle system, its repeatability, even things like the ballistic compensation. If it has precise ballistic compensation, you won't have to make any guesswork and it'll be easier to hit targets at all ranges. The weight and balance of a gun, the way the stock's designed, those affect how a rifle reacts after the shot for muzzle rise or for torquing. VLD bullets, heavy for caliber, we start to see a little more torque in these rifles. A rifle that is sensitive to changes in grip position or tightness or hold, or your hold into your shoulder, will be more difficult to shoot repeatably. Lots of different metrics here, even things like how comfortable it is. If the rifle feels like it's alive in your hands and fits your rests, fits the bipods, fits a set of shooting sticks, you want something that's wide and flat on the forend, but you still want it to be small enough to handle and be curved in your shooting rest. Lots of different things add up to a shootable rifle. Now, there is one way that we can evaluate at least one aspect of a rifle's shootability, and that's to measure any point of impact change from different shooting positions. So we're going to simulate bench shooting. This is the kind of practice that we do. Then we're going to get down in a field shooting position. We're going to shoot from prone off a bipod and see if we get the same type of point of impact, the same shot placement on the target. I've got a vital zone size target downrange. It's 675 yards. I'm going to take a couple shots from the bench, then I'm going to take the same rifle, get down in a field shooting position, and see if I get the same point of impacts. This rifle, I'm comfortable with the way it handles and feels. I'm more interested in its performance downrange and that point of impact. Well, let's get a couple shots down there. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna take this rifle and set it up down here on the ground. Without changing any of my settings, I'm gonna set it up down here. And we're gonna shoot some groups. My box of shells. We're looking for the same point of impact. That one's gonna work. I'm satisfied that this rifle is ready to take to the field. I've just proven that the point of impact is consistent. We could take this a step further and take a look at our shooting positions and maybe even off a backpack. But in a real life situation, this gun's gonna give me the point of impact that I want. We didn't even see a couple inches of variation there from the bench to the bipod. Make sure that you use your rifle and test it in real field shooting situations before it's hunting time so that you don't get a surprise when you're out in the field. I'm Aaron Davidson. Join us next week here at the Long Range Pursuit for another shooting tip.
At long range, bullet expansion is critical. If the bullet doesn't expand, the wound cavity will not be large enough to ensure sufficient damage to the vitals. The minimum velocity at which a bullet will expand is called the hydrodynamic threshold velocity. For most hunting bullets, this number is approximately 2,000 feet per second. The range at which your cartridge and bullet combination drops below this velocity is the terminal range. To increase terminal range, you must either increase the bullet's ballistic coefficient or increase the muzzle velocity. Selecting an efficient bullet design increases BC without increasing recoil.
And we need to close just a little bit more. We're still a little far out. I think we hit that mound up here, we're good. Hey, we've been hunting hard all afternoon. Passed up on a couple goats. Harley took a big nap in the car, and it's down to the last minute. We've got a couple goats up here, pronghorn. We're gonna run up to this mound and see if we can get a shot in that 500-600 yard range, but we're losing light fast, so we gotta hustle. Looks like he's still right there.
Keep sliding down.
How far are they, Aaron?
And I'm looking right at 500, and they're moving away.
Five?
Let me get steady real quick.
Get on them, Harley, and I'll get you dialed in there.
You know, I've got 500, but they're moving away. I think they're gonna stop in that 530 range. Yep, there we are, 530.
Okay.
He's fifth in now. There's 3 does there. He's gonna turn broadside for you.
Fifth from the left. All right.
Okay.
You're gonna hold right in the middle of, right where his belly should be, okay? You got a little wind.
There you go.
Oh, I got
Right.
You got cactus too?
Whoa,
Whoa, there's more cactus there.
this?
Dude, give me
Oh,
5.
jeez.
That was
Good
about
shot.
to drive me nuts. That was the toughest, hardest,
That was probably my worst shot yet.
most last minute.
What do we got? 10 minutes before it's too dark to shoot?
Oh yeah,
15
maybe
minutes?
less than that.
Hey,
Oh,
well, you
good
pulled
job.
it off. Way to get on him.
Just 530,
Yeah, 530 yards.
about a 5-mile-an-hour crosswind. You got
What?
some serious cactus?
No. I'm mad that I didn't get it far enough away.
No, that's
Hey,
a good shot.
Well, I think
One shot
I
dropped
think
him right in his tracks.
I think you beat Ian on the range, but
I don't think it's quite as good a goat as
I
you
don't
got.
think so.
Hey, well, we've got just a little light left here. Let's get gathered up, maybe grab a jacket, run back to the truck, and take a hike over there and get him picked up. Huh?
Good job, bud. Way to hustle.
Can you help me up?
I wasn't sure if we were gonna get that pulled off. Good job. There he is, hon. Hand me that gun.
Nice.
Holy cow. Oh my goodness, he's so small compared to Ian.
Ian got a great goat, but this is a really good antelope hunt, and it's a last-minute deal. I'll tell you what, I'm proud of you. You made a really good shot. 530 yards.
Thanks.
That's
Good
a long
job.
ways. Way to go.
Good job, Harley.
Well, I think we better hustle. We're doing camera light by the Droid phone, so it's about dark. We've got to gut him out and a long ways back to the truck. Way to go, pull off a last-minute success, hon. Good deal.
Thanks.
Thanks for watching the show this week. I'd like to thank my dad and my Uncle Mike for taking us out. We had a lot of fun. And I'd especially like to thank my sister Harley for getting the smaller buck. Join us next week on Long Range Pursuit.